What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Knicks Cast channel. Apologies for the delay. I was going to explain this to Donald, and now I will with the shared screen. Just give me 1 second. I was about to create a scoreboard for y'all. Don't like doing the ESPN stuff. I know Donald doesn't like it either, but unfortunately, I was trying to create a scoreboard with OBS. I know it's a little findangled at the moment. 4 hours I was spending on the computer trying to create the proper screen. It's so difficult, it's so convoluted, but we are here now, picture in picture. Just trying to set this up for y'all. But regardless, Donald, first thoughts. I know this is a bit jumbled, but I apologize in advance to all of you.
What's up, everybody? Excited to share another Knicks game with you guys. This could be a hell of a game. The Magic are they're kind of like our arch nemesis right now.
Yes.
We really can't get a hold of them. So this is a really good marker as to where we are in the process under Brown. We've that last game, that first quarter was historic. It's never been done before. As a Knicks fan, to go up 23-zip, amazing first quarter, and we've had tons of those. So there's so many great signs that things are moving in the right direction. The only thing I'm a little worried about is when we face teams that are bigger, more physical, such as the Magic, such as the Celtics, such as the Pistons. It's these kind of games that scare me because we haven't proven that we're capable of matching up yet. So here's a good litmus test. If we can get through this, then I feel really good about where we're at. But things are looking good. We're second in the conference, and we're doing fine. We're doing absolutely fine. Brunson especially.
Absolutely. And we are without Karl Anthony Towns, by the way, today with a left calf injury. We're definitely, I was going to say down for our halftime report. We are going to delve into these Giannis rumors. I have a whole breakdown, a whole list of notes, all the perspectives. And I know you want Giannis, I want Giannis. We're going to break it all down. Knicks and Magic are currently tied at 6 with about just 10 minutes under to go. Desmond Bane has the ball defended by Bridges, now picked up by Hart. We'll try to shift screens and try to even up if you're behind or ahead of me. But anyways, Banchero backing down Bridges, gets inside, kicks out to Suggs from the wing, shot short, and picked up by OG Anunoby. What a presence he was in his first game back against the Utah Jazz. Bridges spins nearly he traveled. So, again, apologize for the latest, folks. I don't want you to use ESPN, but unfortunately I have to. So when you take 4 hours trying to set up a whole scoreboard on OPS, it's such a scam. Anyways, Banchero drives to the basket, kicks it to the top. That is Wendell Carter Jr. Hands to Suggs. Suggs drives on Brunson. Inside, shot is good. Brunson picked up by Suggs, drives down the lane. Inside, off the glass is good. Bane to Banchero, inside to the corner. This is Wagner, drives, inside, misses the dunk. Rebound hard, here come the Knicks. Brunson drives, inside, shots no good, but a foul.
Are you okay, Brunson? Please tell me you're okay.
And he is hurt. He's down for the moment. He's going to get up with the help of his teammates. Josh Hart, what is up to Jacob? I see you're commenting in the chat. I just want to set up the graphics real quick. Make sure everything is in order. I do see that you're talking about the college football playoffs, and today is selection day. So that is good. Jacob also brought up Giannis, who is currently hurt, out for 2 to 4 weeks. And if you want my honest opinion, Donald, it's a precursor. I think he's played his last game as a Buck.
You think so?
I think that is a strong possibility.
Oh, my.
Not definite. I think that's a strong possibility, as I said. There's no guarantees.
Is that, 3 to 4 weeks?
Yes.
I mean, the Bucks will be completely out of contention by then.
Completely agree. And that whole run was because of Giannis. When they started really hot this year, And then the Knicks, you know, they lost to Milwaukee. We were frustrated all as the first free throw was made. We were all frustrated, like, wow. And then I was texting back and forth with Brad Pitt's friend. He's like, you know, they were going to be really good this year. And this and third, I'm like, Brian, no offense. Your coach is Dr. But he's like, yeah, I still have hope. I'm like, okay, listen, the Bucks aren't a terrible team, but like the roster construction kind of confused me around Giannis. Wendell Carter Jr. knocks down the three from the corner that time. Brunson to Bridges, drives on Wagner, looks to the corner. Yabusele, corner three is up and good. Gershon Yabusele from downtown. Suggs drives to the basket in transition. Blocked by Robinson, but a goaltend.
Great to see Jacob in the chat. How are you, man? Donald always has a vest on. It's cold, bro. It's cold over here. It's freaking cold.
I can only imagine. Josh Hart said to bring up the ball, hands off to Mitchell Robinson. Robinson out last game. Gives the ball to Bridges, drives into the paint, shot is up and no good. Tip up, rebound, batted out by Yabusele. Hart drives to the paint, his floater no good. Rebound, Robinson puts it up and in. Unless they're going to wave it off, they do. Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate that. Also, I appreciate Donald's dedication because he's the one dealing with all my shenanigans with the scoreboard and whatnot, and he's my partner in crime, as one would say.
Always, bro. Always.
Suggs with the floater that time scores, and it's 15-12 Orlando Magic. Brunson is picked up by Suggs, drives to the paint almost. Now at the nail, floater jumper is up, and it's good. I thought he got hit on that play.
Yeah, he got hit there. Good. Fought through it, though. Finished.
And there's a lob there to Wendell Carter Jr. Knicks did not pick up the roll. They were in drop.
We do not drop. We are not fans of drop.
Nope. Robinson gets the rebound off the Brunson miss. Hart back out to Bridges. Bridges from the wing. No. Rebound Anthony Black. Bain, long three-pointer, shot is short, rebound Hart. Into transition is Bridges. He stops, and he's now in the post. Backing down Bain, backing him down, turns, fires, scores. Mikal Bridges with the bucket.
Bridges should be considered for most improved player.
I agree with that.
He's been outstanding on both ends.
Wagner pulls up for three. Shot is good on Robinson nonetheless. The timeout taken. Yeah, we're going to have – I mean, you're probably like a few seconds behind me, so we'll try to even that out. But competitive start. And I'll say this for the record. I've apologized for my shortcomings today, but I do not apologize for the NBA deciding to put a game on at 12 p.m. afternoon during football season. It's one thing if it's after football season in March or February. Disgusting.
It is disgusting. And that means that you're working on a scoreboard since 7 this morning.
I was planning to get up like 8:15 this morning, and now I'll say this.
That's unbelievable, bro.
I've had difficulties with my sleep schedule because, as if you guys don't know, I'm a news producer, and I work overnight. So it's a whole thing trying to adjust to the schedule. Not making excuses. I love my job. But during the weekends is catching up on my sleep. I was like, okay, I went to bed around midnight. I was like, okay, I'm probably going to wake up at like 3 in the morning, knowing my like time schedule, my body clock, and all these different things. But no, I actually slept till about 6, 7 o'clock. I had an alarm for about 8:15 this morning. I was like, okay, 7 o'clock, not bad. Let me get started on the scoreboard. The scoreboard, the lower third was there. But the problem is with OBS – and what this was trying to do is I would have to crop my image and your image, even though you're not on OBS, Donald, together next to each other like it would be on StreamYard. Not StreamYard, Restream. I can't crop our images on Restream, unfortunately. Right. So I would have to do that on OBS. Then I would have to make sure it's going well on StreamYard. It's a whole thing. 4 hours I spend, as I said, but I'm
That's
still.
just crazy, man.
But
So was Restream the problem, or is it just that the bug?
Restream definitely contributed. And listen, I'm getting a good deal on here as I apologize. I'm just rolling through some graphics. Um, it's Restream's a part of it because once again, I can't adjust. Watch this. I'm gonna drag myself. I can't drag myself to the middle. I can only drag myself to certain parts of the screen. I can't
Yeah.
customize how I want it, so that's unfortunate. But Jacob, you are rattling off in the comments, and I'm gonna get to your stuff. I apologize, bro. Let's see. We put in the headlines and stuff.
Did the Knicks make an offer for Giannis?
Apparently in the summer, but I want to get to Jacob's comments. He says, Luca Donald, my guys, Donald's with the vest on. Notre Dame should get in. I hope so. Knicks luck, Giannis gets injured when they make an offer. They made an offer, I think, in the summertime. There were talks in the summertime of like an offer being made. Donald is the GOAT, says Mr. Jacob.
Thank you,
Luca, if the
Jacob.
Jets win
Yeah.
today, we need a rant. CFP about to come out. Honestly, non-basketball subject. I don't care what the Jets do today. I know they're going to win some meaningless games. I have no interest in watching. I'm sorry. But I'm more interested in watching a team that actually makes me happy, which is the Knicks. Brunson now gives to McBride. How about Deuce McBride, Donald? I think he's before his game against the the Utah Jazz. He makes the bucket. He was 21 of his last 36 attempts from three.
It's outrageous, bro. He's basically unstoppable from three. I've never seen a percentage like this before.
And I'm pretty sure, Donald, I think like in the whole month of November, or it might be, the dude's shooting like 65% from three, which is uncanny.
We're talking about 40% being like a sniper from three. The guy's hitting 65. What are we doing here? This is unbelievable.
It's so, as I said, it's so uncanny. It's phenomenal. I mean, think about everybody talks, about homegrown players and whatnot. He's on a steal of a contract as he's only earning $5 million AAV. I mean, the dude's growth as a player from his rookie season when he wasn't getting playing time to now, I got nothing.
I know it, dude. That contract's one of the best contracts. Well, it's the best contract in the NBA probably in terms of like performance per AAV. I mean, outrageous steal of a contract. And he's actually developed now probably into what would you say are maybe our top 5 most important player on the entire roster.
I would agree because he's the best POA defender. He's the best point of attack defender, best screen navigator. You could start to make an argument for best overall 3-point shooter.
Yep.
Brunson drives down the lane. Floater is up. Shot is short. Rebounded by Wagner. Ariel Hukporti checks in. Now Wagner drives into the paint. Inside. Layup is good. Gets past Hukporti. By the way, folks, Hukporti is in because Mitchell Robinson has 2 personal fouls already. Brunson hands to Yabusele. Back out to Brunson. Drives down the lane. Double team. Spins. Looks. Fires to the corner. This is Hart. Defended by Suggs. Limited time to shoot. McBride pulls up for 3. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Yabusele. Yabusele back out to Hart. Hart dribbles. Gives back to Yabusele. Drives down the lane. Back out to Brunson. Brunson collapses. Brunson one-on-one versus Wagner. Trying to put him through the spin zone. It is stolen by the Magic. Black inside. Alley-oop deflected out of bounds. And Wagner got crushed and he's holding his knee.
Yeah, he can't seem to get up. Hukporti feels bad.
Yeah, Hukporti was trying to make a play, and I don't know if Wagner lands on his knee. We're going to see it right here. It's a dangerous play altogether because Wagner's going up. It doesn't specifically see where he landed on.
Oof. Yeah, he kind of put his. Yeah, he tried to make a play and he kind of barged into him, and I think Wagner's like knee just went awkwardly, and now he can't move. And Huckport feels really bad. You can tell immediately. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. Wagner's in an awful state."
And mind you, let me double check. I just want to make sure I'm right on this. Let's see. I'm pretty sure Boncaro was playing today, so it's like they get back a star, and then now they might lose a star.
Yeah, this is a shame. I don't want to see this.
Neither
He's
do I,
completely
man.
laid out. He's in terrible pain. He's like yelling into the towel. Is he going to be able to move?
They're trying to get him up.
4 guys are trying to help him up. Can he move his knee? Let's see. I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a shame. He's one hell of a talented player. And he's going to limp off to the locker room with some help.
I hope that's not a torn ACL.
I hope it's not either.
Yeah, he can't move his knee whatsoever. It was just one of those things where, like, Hugport, he didn't mean to hurt him.
Yeah.
He went off to try and make a play, get a rebound, but his full body weight landed onto Wagner, and Wagner's knee collapsed. That's what happened.
Not pretty.
You could tell immediately the Hugport felt really, really bad about it.
No, there was no malice on it. Obviously, it's danger. It's obviously dangerous when a player goes up in the air for an alley oop and you run into him and they fall hard to the ground. He was just trying to make a play, man. He wasn't trying to hurt him.
No, not at all. Oh God, I just saw that again. Oh, that's awful. I just saw it. That's that's like a football injury, bro. Did you see that angle?
Yeah, that was not pretty.
It looked like his whole leg just went completely collapsed.
Anyways, Jalen Suggs out of the short timeout gives out to Carter. Wendell Carter shot short on the 3. Rebound Hart. Here comes Brunson into the front court. Brunson picked up by Suggs at the elbow in isolation. Backing him down, kicks out to Hart. Hart pulls. Now gets a screen from Huckporty. Hart looks, finds McBride. McBride drives to the basket. Fakes. Mid-range. No good. Tip up. Rebounded by Black. Here come the the Magic in transition. De Silva to Suggs. Carter with the screen. Knicks trying to ice. Suggs high arcing jumper. No good. Rebound Josh Hart. Terrible shot there. Hart in transition is fouled by Black. Jacob says Indiana 1, Ohio State 2, Georgia 3, and Texas Tech 4.
That's the seeding for the playoffs?
For the first 4, yes.
I'm surprised that Ohio State are only second.
Well, they just lost to Indiana last night.
Right. That's how we do it.
Huckporty drives to the basket, kicks out to the corner. Yabusele, corner 3 is good.
Yeah, Basile actually did something.
That's his second corner 3 of the game, Donald.
Here he is.
De Silva misses the 3, but the putback is good by Suggs. It looked like Nick fell down on that play. Brunson by the Chase logo. The screen is stopped for about a second. Drives, kicks out to Hart. Hart in the corner this time. Shot is good from Josh Hart. Now we should be in sync. Black to the basket, puts it in.
Damn, that was Quick fast break.
Brunson picked up by Black. I like the old Knicks logo being at center court, must I say.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Brunson
Really
drives
nice.
to the basket. Brunson
There you
pulls.
go.
Two-pointer is good, and the foul. Anthony Black not happy about the call. Let's see. Yep, might have hit him on the hand.
Brunson looks up for it.
Yes, he does. And unfortunately, as Alex updated me and Jacob does too, looks like Notre Dame's not even making the playoffs. So
No.
Oregon, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, Alabama, Miami, Tulane. And Alabama just lost last night to Georgia.
How did Notre Dame not get there?
They lost their first two games of the season, but were somehow undefeated the rest of the way. Yet Alabama loses yesterday to Georgia, 28-7, Donald, and they still get in.
You can't tell me that Tulane on JMU are better than Notre Dame.
Let's see Tulane's record. Tulane is 11-2, same record as Notre Dame, I believe. James Madison is 12-1. But again, you also got, in fairness, you also got to factor the conference. They're in the SBC, the Sun Belt Conference. That's right. Miami does have the head-to-head, unfortunately. No Texas in there, so. But if you guys haven't already, as I mentioned down below, if you guys haven't already, it's along the banner. Tap the notification bell so you know when I go live or drop a new video. Also, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this out to your friends, your Knick fan family, your dog, your cat.
The strangers in the corner?
Stranger on the corner. I was about to drop the old Uncle Tats quote. But Tuesday, I'm potentially planning a stream for Knicks Raptors, which is going to be the NBA Cup quarterfinals.
Woo!
Even regardless, Donald, with Wagner around, I still think this is a good litmus test, as you said.
Huge litmus test.
Even for us without Karl Anthony Towns. So I still think, and it's funny because the Knicks' only home loss this year was to the Magic, which is insane.
I'm looking for updates on Wagner.
Yeah, might as well check as well. Brunson to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Misses the free throw. Anunoby bats it. I believe it's still Knicks' ball, if I'm not mistaken. Anunoby did a nice job. Nope, I guess they're going to say it's Magic ball. Tyus Jones, the veteran point guard, will bring up Jordan Clarkson into the game for the Knicks. Bidatse hands to Black. Black to the middle. Ball is loose, picked up. Hukporti dives on it. The Knicks have it. Here comes Clarkson. Clarkson on Bidatse, drives to the paint. Looks, passes, McBride. Brunson, corner three, puts it in.
Whoa!
Jalen Brunson from downtown.
Oh, it's going to be a Brunson show, baby. I can feel it.
Jones to De Silva. De Silva with a screen from Bidatse. Drives to the paint. Stripped and stolen. Brunson had a hand in it. Brunson drives. Looking. Brunson feeds to McBride. McBride, who's been scorching hot, misses, rebounded. And
Dude, come on, Mr. 65.
I was about to say, I was expecting him to knock down the three.
I was expecting you to go bang.
Or swish.
Or swish.
Good job by Clarkson with the skip pass to McBride on the previous possession. Anyways, Boncaro, mid-range jumper, well short. Rebound, Huckporty. Brunson, looking to the middle. Brunson, couple of dribbles, drives in the paint, pull up mid-range jumper. It's good.
Oh, this is gonna be a good day for Brunson, baby.
Tyus Jones to Boncaro. Boncaro picked up by Huckporty. A couple of dribbles, drives left. Inside he goes. Shot is altered. No good. Great defense by Huck.
Good, Brunson.
Brunson, Anunoby. Couple of dribbles, drives into the paint. Inside fakes. Mid-range jumper is short. Rebound OG. Couple of fakes. Back out to Brunson. Brunson defended by Black. Brunson to Anunoby. Drives down the lane. Anunoby inside. Layup is good.
Nine-0 run. Brunson's been involved in over 50% of our of our points so far.
Tyus Jones answers with his three-pointer. Brunson will bring it up a 4-point game, 33-29, about 41 seconds to play in the first quarter. Brunson to his left, picked up by De Silva. Brunson pulls for three. Shot's no good. Rebound Black. Jones in transition, pulls, fakes, back out to Black. Now back to Jones. Jones at the DoorDash logo is picked up by Huckporty. Boncaro sets a screen. The Knicks are going to switch it. Back out to Boncaro, picked up by Huckporty. Drives down the lane. Stripped, but is a late foul call. Oof. Thought the Knicks got that ball clean that time, but there's a foul, I believe, on Deuce. It's been a very entertaining start.
Brunson's been in insane form, bro. Brunson's 14 points, 5 assists. That's
insane.
That's like 70% of our points he's been directly involved in. I think maybe more.
Maybe more. You're right. Maybe more. Anthony Black checks out. Paulo Boncaro at the free throw line. Now going to try his second. Ariel Huckporty checks out. And what is going on here? I think now they're heading back on the court. It was a slight
One
delay.
of the posts was that it was a dirty play. I don't think it was a dirty play from. I don't think it was intentionally dirty.
I don't think he was trying to hurt him. If it was like one thing where he grabbed his legs from under him, that's one thing. He was trying to make a play on the ball.
He wasn't even looking at the player. It was clumsy, but it wasn't. It wasn't dirty.
No. Boncaro shot is good on the free throw, and now the Knicks can have all the 14 seconds as Brunson will bring up the ball. He's been cooking, as Donald highlighted, 14 points, 5 assists. Brunson now switched on to Boncaro. Boncaro not a great defender. Brunson, couple of dribbles to his left, fakes. Brunson still puts it up. Shot is, and
foul?
I think they called the foul. Tony Brothers with the call.
Good. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate it.
Boncaro is saying, review it. I think they're going to check, first of all, if he was fouled before the clock expired.
Yeah, I think that's more pertinent. I do believe it was a foul. It's just the timing.
So that's what they're going to review first.
Point 3, 1.1. No, he got it off in time. I'm not sure if Boncaro knew much about it, to be fair. Now that I look at it again, I don't know. I don't know if that's a foul.
Let me see. They're going to
Let's
show
see.
this. Fakes. Unless Brothers is saying that Brunson was he was in Brunson's landing area, but still it was a force shot.
He didn't have full control.
No, he did not. In fairness,
Is he going to the line or is it?
well, 0.6 seconds. So I'm going to say the answer is yes.
All right, nice. Yeah, I mean, he didn't allow Brunson
Yeah, I was going to say landing area.
a landing area at all. Bro, at least 15 points in the first quarter is insane.
First shot is up and good.
Bim. What a first quarter. Jalen Brunson, man. I hope he doesn't sit too long in the second quarter. I want us to take advantage of this.
For sure. And he knocks down both. And the Knicks get the deflection, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. 35-31 Knicks.
Let's go. Thank you, JB.
The captain.
Dude, he's playing like a captain, man. This is a captain's performance.
He also cooked against Utah. So, I mean, the Magic were obviously a better defense. So, listen, I'm not downing. I don't down Brunson at all. It's just like, the Magic. I was like, let me see what he does against the Magic, and he's been cooking. So,
oh yeah, he's got them on skates, bro. This could be a special game. This could be a special game. I will be right back.
Sure. Get to you guys' comments in the chat. Of course, I appreciate everybody's support. Miami is the head-to-head. I saw that one. If you guys haven't already, as I said, comment whether, even if it's not even basketball, Knicks conversation, it's basketball. Like, if you want me to talk about the Giannis stuff, the Clippers, pretty much anything. And I want to bring up a topic to Donald when he comes back. It's surrounding something very interesting that somewhat's been trending on Twitter, but somewhat has not. I mean, for some people who've seen it, but it's regarding the sports media thing overall. So just about to start the second quarter. What's up, Armand? Hello, all. Happy winter meetings week. Miami and Notre Dame both should not have been in. Notre Dame's not in, bro. Notre Dame is not in. They have 2 losses, yet they're not in. Alabama has 3 losses, and they're in. So I call BS. I don't get that at all. As we are back to action slowly, as the Knicks brought to you by Chase on the MSG scoreboard. 35-31. Of course, Donald's going to love that a FanDuel ad just popped up. Anyways, we're back to action as Anthony Black brings up the ball. Black hands out to Paolo Banchero. Now he is driving to the middle of the paint, defended by OG Anunoby. Banchero stops, kicks out. This is to De Silva, back to Bidazzi. Bidazzi picked up by Robinson. Off the screen comes Black. Black mid-range jumper. That time is short. Rebound OG Anunoby. Anunoby into the front court. Anunoby drives the paint. Inside. Shot's no good, but it's blocked. Here come the Magic. Black. Inside. Shot is good. Deuce McBride will bring up the ball. McBride gets a screen from Robinson. McBride stops, finds Anunoby on the wing, drives to the basket, stripped. Anunoby looks back out to McBride, who's been red hot from three. No good. Rebounded by De Silva. Banchero into the front court. Anunoby spins, strip, but a foul.
All right, let's see how we do without Brunson.
Yes, as there's a foul on OG Anunoby. McBride missed his second attempt from three, but also, Donald, I'll be happy to let you know that there was a FanDuel ad on MSG, of course. Just had to put that out there as Banchero's at the line for two. Just coming back from injury, his first free throw was good. Magic say Franz Wagner is out for the game due to lower leg injury. He'll be reevaluated upon the team's return to Orlando. So,
poor guy.
And Banchero misses. Rebound Robinson. Bridges picked up by De Silva, hands to Robinson, back to Bridges.
To go.
Bridges looking, finds McBride. McBride defended by Black. Dribbles and passes stripped. Stolen by De Silva. Here comes De Silva. Drives to the basket. Shots blocked by McBride. Black has it off the rebound. Hands to Banchero. Back out to Black. He'll retreat to the perimeter. Now gets a screen from Badatse. Drives the paint. Alley-oop is way overthrown, and it's Knicks basketball. There is something interesting I'd like to bring up on commercial. It's not even related to the Knicks, but it was something that I caught wind of this weekend. Or I should say, might have been like Friday while I had one of my non-sleep sessions. It was interesting. I'll explain it. Alley-oop to Robinson.
Hey! Oh, let's go.
The feed from Bridges. Robinson thought he was fouled. Black. Defended by McBride. Here comes the screen. Drives the paint. Inside. Shots no good. Rebound Robinson. Here comes Clarkson. Now to Bridges. 3-on-2. McBride. Anunoby drives inside. Throws it down.
Woo!
Time out. Orlando.
Damn, the Knicks are cooking at Madison Square Garden, bro.
12-1.
The Knicks really cook at MSG, bro.
Yeah, they're 12. It's their best home record to start a season since 1992-93.
Outrageous.
But what I was going to bring up, this is a sports note, just in general. Obviously, everybody knows who Stephen A. is and Bill Simmons and Max Kellerman.
Right.
So Max Kellerman did an interview this weekend with Bill Simmons. Now, Max Kellerman has been...
Oh, yes, I watched this. What are your thoughts?
Well, I'll explain for the crowd. Kellerman basically said he was talking about his time on First Take during on ESPN with Stephen A. Smith and all that. And the first thing he mentions is, well, because I think Bill Simmons brought up the split, how basically they took Kellerman off the air, and what was interesting, some people found this egotistical. He's like, well, why would somebody want to debate Mohammed Kellerman?
Mohammed Kellerman, I saw that.
And people got pissed off at that, even Stephen A. And basically what Kellerman said was there was basically little to no relationship between him and Stephen A. It was basically whatever was on the air was on the air. And what was also interesting as well was the way that they would pitch their takes, right? Because everything is a hot take nowadays, and we could go into that. But essentially what the producers told Max Kellerman and what was the goal of First Take was, okay, you have a take. Let me just I'll pitch one for example. Jalen Brunson is the greatest Knick of all time. Yeah. You have to believe that take, and you have to have evidence to substantiate your take. So and let's go back to 2016. Max Kellerman said Tom Brady was done, even though that was not the case whatsoever.
That's for sure. That is for sure.
That was for sure. But he believed it, and he supported it with evidence. You can't just go on the air and just give out a hot take for the sake of giving out a hot take.
Right.
But essentially, what he said, what Stephen A. was he was supposed to be the reactor, and that was interesting. Again, I'm not a big fan of Kellerman. I don't like Stephen A. But it was just an interesting insight. And Donald, if you want to give your thoughts, you can.
Yeah. My thought is that Kellerman threw Stephen A. Smith under the bus, and
perhaps
I'm kind of here for it because he basically said that Stephen A. Smith had no takes.
Mm-hmm.
He always just went with the most popular take, and that Kellerman had the more difficult job. His job was to find counterintuitive points every single time, and that's not easy to do. But he also has to have analysis and evidence to back it up, and that's something that's been missing since he left. And I do agree with him. Because you could say whatever you want about Max Kellerman is he always had something to back up whatever he had to say.
Right.
Except the Tom Brady thing. That came out of nowhere. But everything else, he had some semblance of evidence to back up what his point is. And nowadays, when you got Cam Newton there just looking crazy, and they just look lost as on first take now, and Stephen A. Smith has just kind of run it to the ground. He's just it's too bombastic.
It is.
He's always complaining, and they've lost the point of the show. And listen, I liked Max Kellerman when he was on ESPN Radio, but then when he immediately got rid of his Knicks fandom because of James Dolan, and then suddenly started becoming a Brooklyn Nets fan, I stopped liking Max Kellerman. But by and large, his points, apart from the Knicks stuff, has been pretty spot on. So he was incredibly egotistical in that meeting, I will say, in that interview. I thought he was very egotistical.
Oh, for sure. Tyus Jones gets a rebound off the miss. Here comes Desmond Bane. Bane fires to Jones. Jones picked up by Mitchell Robinson. Now hands back to Bane, back to Jones. Jones pulls up on Robinson. Shots blocked. And Bidatse puts it up and in as he has the size advantage over Mikal Bridges.
Muhammad Kellerman still can't get over that.
And then he compared himself to Bud Crawford. Bridges. Anunoby for three. Puts it in. OG Anunoby from downtown.
Bud Crawford's a good one.
Bidatse hands to Jones, back to the corner, and driving, and ball is loose. I think there was a foul called regardless. OG's assignment there was Noah Penda, and OG is going to be taken out with 3 personal fouls. Deuce McBride also checks back in. Suggs drives to the paint. Suggs pull up on McBride, knocks it down. Kolek will bring it up the floor.
They're hanging in.
Kolek drives, kicks out to Hart, back to Bridges. Bridges corner 3, shot is short. Rebound Jalen Suggs. Penda drives, stops, and throws the ball out of bounds. Knicks basketball.
They're hanging in.
45-42 Knicks with about 7 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Kolek stops his dribble, hands to Huckporty. Huckporty looking for a man. Finds Bridges in the paint. Bridges turns, kicks out to Kolek. Kolek couple dribbles, drives inside, loses it, and it's taken by Penta. It's a steal. Here comes Tyus Jones. Jones, Suggs, drives, Baseline, inside, shot's no good, but a foul.
Oh, Armand, happy winter meetings week, my man. It won't be a happy winter meetings for the Yankees, but it'll be a happy winter meetings for the Mets, I think.
Yes. The Mets will do something and the Yankees won't. That's how it goes.
The Yankees are going to do nothing.
Suggs makes the first.
According to Buster Olney, the Yankees are doing nothing.
Well, not exactly falling short of our expectations, but to be fair, Donald, what expectations did we have?
No, none. But we're realistic. But the unrealistic fan, their expectations are about to take a hit.
It's a cycle. Brunson off the free throws, picked up by Suggs at the Chase logo. Hart comes with a screen. Brunson hands to Bridges. Bridges now gets a screen from Huckporty. Bridges stops, goes left this time, drives. Now is picked up by Carter Jr., drives to the mid-range. Bridges pull up mid-range jumper, in and out. Rebound tipped, taken by Suggs. Here come the Magic in transition. Bane drives. Bane inside. Shots blocked by Huckporty. Bane takes it out to Jones. Ball is loose. Huckporty takes it. Huckporty's on the ground. Now Hart. Hart spins. Hart inside. Shots blocked. McBride. Corner three in and out. Rebound taken, but it's going to be Magic basketball.
Damn, how did that not go in? How the hell? That was a crazy sequence.
It wiped its feet.
It wiped his feet all right. It wiped his feet and then decided, nah, I'm good.
Literally.
Nice block from Huckporty. Huckporty did well to go out in transition.
Knicks get the ball. Hart off the cut inside, scores.
There he is. Good job, George Hart.
Tyus Jones. Defended by Brunson. To Wendell Carter Jr. Now hands to Bane. Bane picked up by McBride. Bane drives to the middle. Bane's floater, no good. Rebound Hart. Knicks can run in transition. Hart. McBride. McBride 0 for 3 on his first three-point attempts. Now back out to McBride, hands to Huckporty. Huckporty at the elbow, looking for a pass. Finds Hart. Hart picked up by Suggs. Hart trying to keep his dribble alive. Now to McBride. McBride pulls to Huckporty. Huckporty, floater. Shots no good. Rebounded by Carter Jr. Jalen Suggs well short on that shot. Rebounded by the Knicks. Brunson drives to the middle. Looks. Off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Carter. Game has slowed down a little bit.
Which suits the Magic big time.
Jones pulls up off the screen. Ties the game.
Exactly. The Magic are kind of like the Tibbs Knicks, if you know what I mean. Like, they slow the game down.
Yes.
They make it physical. Yeah. They work you. They close down all the spaces. You know you're in a game, just like teams knew when they were in a game against Tom Thibodeau's Knicks. It's very similar now.
Josh Hart knocks down the three from the wing. Jones to Carter. Carter with the up fake. Stripped. And a foul. See if there's any way I can pull up this scoreboard. I don't think I will, but... Mitchell Robinson checks back in. Ariel Huckporty checks out. Knicks have 14 fouls in the quarter, so that is something that they can improve upon. Suggs defended by McBride, drives to the basket inside, shots blocked, deflected, taken by Hart. Knicks in transition. Hart to Yabusele. Yabusele pops for three, short. Rebounded by Carter Jr.
Oh God, that was a disgusting effort. Is that all you can do, Yabu? Come on, man. That was a shit shot. You could have just attacked the paint.
Yabusele picks up Bain. Step back three. No. Rebounded by Isaac inside, but a foul by Hart.
I mean, the worst thing about Towns being injured is the fact that we have to see Yabusele for a while.
Yes. Big butt Yabusele.
That dude is such an ugly ass player to watch.
It's that it wasn't always this way. That's what's worse about it. Isaac at the line for two.
At freaking Android, Knicks should trade Cat and Clarkson for Giannis. I think it would take more than that, but
yeah.
Amen.
What's up, by the way? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Appreciate being here, freaking Android. We're going to talk about that at halftime, so please stick around. We're only 3 minutes out from halftime. We're going to get it all into the nitty-gritty.
That's right. I also sent you my trade attempt.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of stipulations. Like, there's a lot of, like, draft restrictions that you, like, in place and salary cap restrictions. It's not going to be an easy trade to pull off.
No. Brunson will bring it up. Brunson to the right of the screen from Robinson. Brunson drives the paint. Brunson's floater is up. No good. Rebound tipped up by Robinson. Tipped up again. He takes it. Now to Deuce McBride. McBride gets the handle on it. Defended by Jones. McBride. Robinson screen to the right. McBride. And no blocking foul called. Dribbles inside. Bridges mid-range jumper. No good. Tip up. Robinson is there to get it to go. Bain. Inside, way off, rebound Bridges. Here come the Knicks. Bridges in transition, looks. Bridges, Brunson, fakes, drives. McBride again for three. Shots no good. Rebound Robinson, back out to Bridges. Bridges pulls, back out to McBride. Brunson corner three. Shot short, rebounded by Isaac. Bain fakes. Now to Suggs, defended by Bridges. Calling out the offense. Isaac with the screen. They switch it. Back out to Carter Jr. for three. This time, shot is long. Rebound tipped. Josh Hart has it. Now to McBride. Knicks looking to push. McBride to Brunson. Brunson driving in. Brunson looks. Back out to Bridges. Bridges lost the handle. Still trying to get a handle on it. And it is a kickball on the Magic. Now the Knicks are trying to speed up the pace. And a timeout is called. Bottom guy curses too much. He says you swear too much. I don't think you've said a lot of swears, Donald. I could be wrong on that.
I don't know. Maybe once. I don't know. I'll try and do better for you, man.
No. You haven't said anything egregious, so don't worry about it. See something. But again, appreciate everybody's comments regardless. As I said, we're going to go over this Giannis thing at halftime because it is interesting. Especially with the Knicks having recently played the Bucks and the Bucks in free fall. It's a whole thing. And now they might even sell off Miles Turner or Kuzma if they completely decided to just blow it up.
Do you think they could? But they just brought in Turner. Do you think they could actually trade him away?
Well, they can. It's just a matter if they will.
No, it's just I know they can. It's just that's a terrible look.
It is a terrible look
because obviously the whole Damon Lillard situation where they caught him and spread out the money in order to afford Turner,
right?
But by doing that, it actually upset Giannis. Giannis was far from happy about what they did.
Yes, he was. He was not pleased whatsoever.
No. But actually, it suited Lillard, to be honest. Lillard wanted out.
Yeah. I mean, that was a sunk cost. It sounded like a good trade in theory when they traded for him, but the fit wasn't there. And we're going to bring that up in terms of the Brunson Giannis thing, but the fit wasn't there.
No. Dolphins up 7-0 already.
Thank God. Let's keep losing, shall we? Also, by the way, must I say, in light of, and it's not her fault, the prices are absolutely freaking absurd to fly down here, Donald, for the winter season. Not for the winter season, the Christmas season. In light of my mom not being able to visit, as I said, I don't fault her. Those prices are freaking astronomical. I will be making plans to go to Atlanta for December 27th, Knicks versus Hawks.
Nice, man. But I'm sorry to hear about your mom. How much is it to fly?
For something that cost my grandfather $400 round trip, it's $1,100.
Oh, that's absurd, bro.
And I said that's completely fine. When she is off in February, she's going to come down. So I am not
That
mad
is
whatsoever.
absurd, man.
It's
I could fly transatlantic for 500.
It's incredibly absurd. You're absolutely right. Off the inbound, Brunson hands to Hart. Hart drives the basket. Floater is up and no good. Rebound, Anthony Black. Suggs picked up by Bridges. Bunker with the screen. They switch it. Suggs picks up his dribbling, trying to find the man. Now finds Black. Defended by Brunson. Drives in the paint. Shot is altered, but it is good.
Yeah, man, it is a disgusting price. That's a failure on all levels from the aviation authorities.
Bridges, screen from Robinson. Bridges to the mid-range. Bridges looks, pulls up, and gets it to go.
Bridges is absolutely getting my vote for most improved player this year.
And a stupid foul by Mitchell Robinson as he fouled Suggs on a three-point attempt.
Oh, that was ugly, bro. That was ugly.
That's the one thing with Mitchell Robinson defensively, the stupid fouls.
Yeah, but it's also a sign to me that he's a step slow.
Yes.
This year. He is a step slow in getting out and closing out. And it's making him look a little clumsier than he actually is because last year he didn't have those kind of mistakes.
So the green light is on. I believe the Knicks are going to challenge this.
I'm not quite sure what's going on with Mitch Robinson to start this year.
Maybe it's a good sign that he's on the bench, Donald. In all seriousness.
I don't know.
I don't know what you possibly. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what possibly you could be challenging.
I mean, he's restricted his landing zone. Of all the things to challenge, because Mike Brown has not challenged at all this year, really.
Yeah, it's been on the rarity.
And you challenge that. For me, that's an all-day foul.
I think my guess is they're going to say that Suggs stuck his leg out, but I don't know. We'll see. But as you said, it's been a rarity for Mike Brown to challenge such things. I don't know what his success rate is. I'm pretty sure you could look that up, but I'm not totally sure. NBA challenge success rate by team. Yeah, published 6 days ago. That's totally going to be relevant.
I mean, he didn't even give him a chance to land. I mean, that's a foul all day long. I don't even know why he challenged that.
Josh
If anything,
Hart.
it could be a flagrant.
Could be close, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, kind of absurd to challenge that. He's gonna shoot 3 free throws. There's no flagrant as far as I'm concerned. That first 3 free throws a miss.
Okay, that's good news.
Infamous referee Tony Brothers.
I mean, he's right, though.
Yeah, he is right. And Donald dislikes Tony Brothers and Scott Foster because of how much they hated Carmelo Anthony.
Well, that's for sure. I remember when Brothers ejected Melo, and Melo was having a game of his life over there against Houston, I believe. And then James Harden went off for like 55 or some shit.
He makes the next 2 free throws. Jalen Brunson will bring up the ball. It is Brunson. It is Bridges. It is Hart. It is Deuce McBride and Ariel Huckporty. Essentially a 4-guard lineup with 1 wing. Brunson to his left off the screen from Huckporty. Brunson pulls, now finds Bridges. Bridges drives to the middle. Bridges off the lay. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Carter Jr. Bane. Black. 3-pointer. Shot is good from Black, and the Magic have the lead.
Yeah, this second quarter has not been great.
About a 7-second differential between shot clock and game
Come
clock.
on, baby.
Hart with the screen. Brunson pulls for 3. Short. Rebound tipped up, taken by the Magic. Now they go down court. Suggs has to retreat. About 8 seconds. Bane to Banchero. Banchero on Hart. Banchero drives to his right.
Nice transition defense.
Here comes Huckporty. Final seconds. Hart gets it. Does he get it off in time? No. Regardless, the Knicks end the half down 1, despite the transition play. But regardless, it's a 1-point game as we head into the halftime.
You know what, though? On a positive note, I think the Knicks have hung in there defensively. I like the transition defense. If you notice, there was a fast break on, and the Knicks did well to get back into position, and then make the play. So that was good.
Yeah.
Problem is, the Magic are dictating the tempo, not the Knicks. The Magic want to slow it down. They want it to be a tough, hard-fought, physical game in the half court. They've done that. Brunson was just destroying them in the first quarter, and he not quite gotten that opportunity in the second quarter. They've tightened up on him. So, it's an even game. It's a very even game. It could go either way. It's really tough to call at this point.
Let's get into the halftime stats real quick before we get into our overall discussion regarding the Giannis rumors. We'll go to the team stats real quick. Knicks shooting about 41% from the field, Magic 48. 3-point percentage, Magic 40, Knicks 37. In terms of free throw percentage, Knicks 71, Magic 69. Knicks have won the rebound battle 27-23. Also the assist battle 14-12. Knicks also lead in blocks and steals 3-2 and 4-3 respectively. Magic have more turnovers, 6-5. Fast break points, 7-1 in favor of the Magic. Knicks have 26 paint points compared to the Magic 22. 11 fouls to 5 in favor of the Magic with less. And the largest lead for the Knicks has been 7. The Magic has been 4. If you want to go to the top scorers, Jalen Suggs, 14 points, 5 of 10 from the field, 4 or 5 from the free throw line, and 3 assists. He's been a +4. Franz Wagner, shortly before exiting, was starting to hit his stride. 7 points, 3 of 4, and 1 of 1 from three-point land. You go down, 9 points for Anthony Black, 1 of 1 from 3, 4 of 6 from the field, 5 rebounds, 2 turnovers, and 1 assist, +1. You have OG Anunoby in his second game back, 10 points, 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. You also have Jalen Brunson, 16 points, 5 of 12 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 5 of 7 from the free throw line, and 7 assists. So he could possibly see a double-double this game. As for the bench, the leading scorer is Yabusele with 6 points. Deuce McBride, only 2 points. off, I believe it was a lay. Jordan Clarkson has not scored yet. Neither has Tyler Kolek or Ariel Porty. Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges have 8 points apiece. So we're going to scroll up and main discussion, everybody, at the halftime. I have plenty of time to talk about it. I'm going to see if I can put up a banner real quick. Halftime report. Giannis rumors. There we go. Let's talk about it, Donald. Donald, I'll give you get your first thoughts on it.
They've got to find a way to make a trade for Giannis. I could see Giannis really, really suiting Mike Brown's system. He could play the Domantas Sabonis role that Sabonis did with aplomb in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely see that, where Giannis can drive into the paint, collapse the paint, and dish it out to the perimeter. I think we needed a presence inside that we're trying to get at a Cat, but Cat isn't altogether comfortable in the paint. He's far more comfortable, obviously at the top of the key, shooting threes, and that's fine. But we've been trying to post him up, and we've been trying to do that a little bit more this year. And it's been kind of mixed results in that regard. Cat just doesn't love contact. He just doesn't love contact. Giannis does. So I think Giannis would actually suit the Knicks better than under Mike Brown than Karl Anthony Towns does, in my humble opinion. Plus, Giannis is just one of the best players in the entire game, like top 5 player in the game. If you can make a trade, there's nothing that I wouldn't give up, obviously, other than Brunson and OG. And I think Bridges has to be off the table as well now. But other than that, there's nothing else I wouldn't give up to land Giannis. Whatever picks it'll take, get it done. 3rd team, 4th team, 5th team, I don't care. Just work it hard. But it's going to be tough, man, because the new stipulations, the new restrictions, because of Silver's luxury tax.
The new CBA, second apron.
Makes it incredibly difficult to make it work. But I read an update that the only way that this trade could happen is if Giannis put in a trade request requesting that he gets moved to the Knicks. Otherwise, the Knicks don't really have enough straight up to get it done. But get it done. That's what I got to say. Get it done.
I want to get to freaking Android's comment before I get to my thoughts. Is it possible that although it has nothing to do with the Knicks, Triple J and Ja Morant could be traded for Giannis? Because I've heard many rumors about Ja getting traded. I think Ja needs a new place, change of scenery. If you're talking about the Grizzlies, I think you are. I don't know how well Giannis would fit in Memphis. I mean, I'm not even talking about just the aspect of a smaller market, because Memphis is, I would say. But I wonder how that timeline would work, though, because Memphis is trying to figure themselves out. Again, it's not the point that they don't have young talent. Ja Morant's obviously a head case of his own. Jaren Jackson, he's a very good player, and he's near all-star caliber. I just have Zach Edey and Giannis, you want a pretty freaking tall front court? There you go. You have Edey playing center, and you have Giannis playing power forward. You also have Cedric Coward who's shooting his ass off. You have Ty Jerome. You have an Aldama. But one thing I'll bring up in notes, the big thing with Giannis, and you can look at the numbers, and they will support this. There's a few things, right, with the Giannis fit. And I would love to trade for Giannis. I love Giannis, top 3 player in the NBA, all that said in the third. Giannis has played best with a stretch, big, rim-protecting center. Donald, who was that center that he played with for multiple years in Milwaukee?
Well, it would be a Brook Lopez.
Exactly. You need that archetype, because Giannis isn't so exactly fond of playing center. Maybe he'll do it for spot minutes, but he's not going to play center entirely. He's a power forward. That's what he's going to do. And his role, the stats back it up. This is per Cleaning the Glass as well. He's more so of a wing creator. He's not going to be your typical role man, and which is why that partnership between Damian Lillard and Giannis never really took off. It had a lot of potential, but you didn't really see the best version of Giannis. I mean, Giannis at that point in his career was definitely better than Damian Lillard, and Damian Lillard was a top player in his own right. But you never saw the best version of them unlocked of themselves. So, but I must add, and let me say this for the record, right? There's no way in hell that and this works two ways, right? It's what the Bucks accept and what's the Knicks' financial restrictions. There's no way in hell that the Knicks are not going to trade Towns for Giannis, because I will tell you why. You trade, as I said, I talked about stretch big behind Giannis. That would be Karl-Anthony Towns, and people see that as a fit, okay? Let's put that into perspective. Let's say you don't trade Jalen Brunson. Let's say you trade OG Anunoby and the Bridges, or Bridges in a combo of something. Your financial room went from this to this. Brunson and Giannis and Towns on the same team, I'm sorry, financially cannot coexist. Your flexibility goes from this to this. Mm-hmm. So it's not foreseeable. But I do understand when the people say, he needs a stretch big behind him. If the Knicks can acquire a stretch big behind Giannis, not, I want to say, cheap or whatever, that's fine. I'd be down to do the trade. That's when Giannis has played his best ball. You look at his off-ball numbers. His best seasons were with a stretch big. His MVP seasons were with the stretch big in Brook Lopez. So I do understand that. The problem is that you're going to run into, I talked about the financials, and then personally, my opinion, Donald, your opinion can differ. I don't think they're just going to say, hey, we want Karl-Anthony Towns and picks, and that's it. No. They're going to say, I want Towns and one of your wing players, whether it's Bridges or Anunoby.
Probably, but I wouldn't make OG or Bridges available at this current juncture. They look great in a Mike Brown system. Deuce, I'm afraid, would probably have to be involved
for filler. Yeah,
you have to give to get.
That's true.
Tyler Kolek, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the only rookie that's really shown
promise.
A rookie, quote unquote rookie, a young player that's really shown that he's capable of being on an NBA rotation. So I don't see how Daddier would be of any interest to the Bucks whatsoever, unless they're seeing something that we don't. So that makes me think that it would probably have to be Deuce McBride. Freaking Android brings up Clarkson
and Cat and you have Mitchell Robinson at the 5. Well, then the problem is Mike Brown's system is all about spacing. I do agree that would be a monstrous defensive front court, but this is not the Houston Rockets where they're like all in on size. And listen, that's the approach they decide to take. I'm talking about as this team is currently constructed, Mike Brown players, Mike Brown fit. I don't foresee a Robinson-Giannis front court working, in my personal opinion. Defensively, it works. Offensively, 2 non-shooters, I just don't see it. If you have 4 shooters around Giannis, let's go back to the finals year, right? You had Brook Lopez, PJ Tucker at the 4 or the 3. You had Giannis. You had Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday. Those were 4 shooters surrounded by Giannis. Like, look at the environment now.
Drew Holiday was the best shooter, but yeah, I get it.
He wasn't the best shooter, but he shot. Ryan Rollins, you have A.J. Green, you have Gary Trent Jr. in some lineups. Kuzma, I wouldn't say he's a shooter per se, but then you also have Miles Turner, stretch 5 who could protect the rim. So, yeah, and I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up for reference.
Miles Turner should have worked. It's just the problem is it's not the Turner pickup. It's everything else around them. They don't have anything.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Almost the juice wasn't worth the squeeze in that regard, because now they have no flexibility and they're going to want to gain some flexibility. So I could see a trade working in that regard, and I think you're right about a stretch 5, but the stretch 5 would also need to play defense.
Yeah.
I was looking at the trade machine,
Yes.
and it's tough to make a deal work. I sent you an example,
Right.
Luca, and maybe you could put it up on the screen because then it gives us an idea, a little bit of.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna quickly share it as I'm pulling up Giannis's
Yeah.
on-off numbers. Okay.
Kind of gives us an idea of where we're at. Because I tried a million different things and a lot of them got rejected.
There's a
Anything
lot.
that involved two major contracts going to Milwaukee got rejected. Also, the rest of Milwaukee's team is full of new contracts, and so a lot of them are untradeable until a certain date. So it's kind of limited to what we could do, but
I'll see if I can expand this a little bit. I can. So what Donald has for us is he trades Karl Anthony Towns, Miles McBride, Pacome Dadier, first round pick from the Wizards, which is going to be next year, or 2026 second, 2027 second, 2028 second. Also from Indiana and Phoenix and Boston. Also, just for the note, this is per the CBA. This is per how the Knicks are working financially. They have to send out more money than they have to take in, which is what Donald has done. You have Andre Jackson, who's a shooter. You have Giannis. You want to do the total math? That you're talking about $57 million you're taking in. You're sending out, let's do the math, 53, 54, about 57 million, about 59 million. So that works financially. Now, excuse me one second. No comment. Anyway, sorry. Must waive players. Milwaukee would have 16 standard contracts after the trade and need to waive one player. Tax space. The Knicks lose about $15 million. Their apron space also goes down about $7 million. But some other notes I wanted to bring up real quick about the fit, and which I have. I'll adjust the screens, of course. I was watching our friends of the podcast, XJ and Jeff of Hot Hand Theory. XJ does not want the Knicks to trade for Giannis.
I mean, I'm open to listen to different viewpoints. What's the possible viewpoint?
Well, we're actually because I don't want to save this conversation for the commercial because we're actually about to get to half. But I wrote all this down, luckily. So, and then we're gonna talk. We're gonna continue talking about this. But that was that picture. Yep. But it's interesting. I want to trade to get done because what they're going to bring up and what my notes put down because I was watching last night's episode, or I should say the most recent episode involving the Giannis stuff. What they don't factor is how much of a deterrence Karl Anthony Towns could be. What doesn't show up in the stat sheet: the bad fouls, the lack of defense, all these different things. But we'll discuss that at the commercial break as Desmond Bain brings this up out of the half. The Silva goes left off the screen, hands to Banchero. Banchero's floater is up, no good. Rebound Robinson. And let me say this: analytics and statistics is great, but you also got to factor in the play on the court.
Android's asking what that picture is. So one of our friends for our podcast was in Miami, and
there was some controversy,
and a lot of people were saying it was a fake Knicks jersey. And it kind of went viral. So that's what that was.
Brunson gets the ball off the pass, gets a screen from Robinson to the left. Brunson pulls back on Bain, drives to the middle. Brunson backing him down, turns, kicks out to Anunoby. Anunoby from the wing, knocks down the three. Banchero. Hands to Bain, back out to Banchero for three, shot way wide, rebound Bridges. Bridges pulls it back, looking, drives, hands to Anunoby. Anunoby drives to the paint, kicks out to Hart, back out to Brunson. Brunson jab steps, drives down the lane, couple of fakes, puts it up, shot is good. I thought he got hit. Jalen Suggs will bring it up. Suggs to the right of the Banchero's screen. Drives down the lane. Kicks out to the corner. 3-pointers up from Carter. No good. Rebound Hart. Hart thought he got whacked twice, and now he's fouled. Got a hard whack to the face that time. And by the way, Armand, because obviously we're Jet fans and stuff, my coworker, who's our sports anchor or sports reporter, texted me. He's a Dolphins fan. He's like, I've never seen the Dolphins start off this good in my life. And I'm like, yeah, 'cause I want them to lose. He's like, he said to my brother yesterday, the closer it gets to the game, I feel the Jets are going to win. I'm like, no, Will, that's not going to happen. Anyways, Brunson. Hands off to Bridges. Robinson with a screen. Bridges pulls it back, drives down the lane. Looks, finds Anunoby, jab steps, drives down the lane. Alley-oop to Mitch is right there for the dunk. Time out Magic. Good start. Good start to the third quarter. But Donald, since you wanted to hear more analysis and some of the notes that I wrote down from their show, I'm going to pull it up. So I brought up the reasons. I wrote my notes down. So, anywho, I did reasons to trade for Giannis. This could be a potential video, by the way, which I can make. Reasons to trade for Giannis. Top 3 player in the NBA, 2-time MVP, Finals champion, can dominate and take over a game. He fits the Knicks championship finals window. He is an upgrade over Cat at the 4 and the 5. And Giannis wants to be a Knick. That's the reasons. I think I lined that out pretty well. Reasons of why it could be an issue. Fit. Giannis doesn't want to play center, therefore center needs to be behind him. I've established that. His best play, let me look up his on-off numbers on my phone because when I load it up on my computer on Basketball Reference, it's very slow and it lags the stream. So you look at 2018 and 2019. His on-court numbers plus on-court numbers, positives, are the best of his career. Plus 12.1 on-court per 100 possessions in 2018. 2019, 15.8 plus minus on the court per 100 possessions. That's the highest mark of his career. You look at his on-off numbers during those 2 years, some of the best. Although his best on-off plus minus per 100 possessions, his highest is this year. You know, you told us, Donald, that Giannis gets better and better every year. I'm starting to agree with that. Not that I don't disagree at all. 2018, plus minus on-off numbers, 8.8 in 2018. 2019, 12.7. It got better. Yet those numbers kind of slowed down in 2020-21, ironically, when he won the finals. But all of them, for the most part, with a center and with a stretch big center, are all double digits. Not that it dilutes his impact. Even with Miles Turner as a stretch big center, Donald, I talked about offensive EPM the last time I think we were on stream. Talking about Karl-Anthony Towns, how he's in the 93rd percentile despite his bad shooting. Giannis is in the 99th percentile, which is insane.
So what was the reason why they wouldn't want Giannis? Is it an argument against Giannis or an argument for Cat?
It's the fit. It's the fit basically saying that we haven't seen Cat maxed out yet with 4 shooters constantly surrounding him like what they do to Giannis. XJ actually says he'd trade Brunson for Giannis as long as you have 4 shooters next to him, which I wouldn't trade Brunson for Giannis. But I do see why.
Anyone who says that, you should probably have your Knick privileges revoked.
Shot is bounced up in the air as we get back from the break.
The best player that the Knicks have had since
Patrick Ewing.
Since Patrick Ewing, and I'm the biggest Melo fan in the world, and it's still Patrick Ewing. And you're saying, "Oh, we should treat Brunson."
That's one of
He's the reason why Giannis wants to come here. Brunson is oh god, some of these takes, man. I'm gonna go on a rant.
Now listen, I'm gonna tell you why, because you know what? They're one of those people where it's like, okay, if I disagree with you, I want to hear why I'm going to disagree with you. As Brunson brings up the ball, when it's a stoppage of play, I'll outline the reasons. And there's going to be a take in here which you disagree with, and I actually tend to I'm like in the middle. Bridges pull up mid-range jumper. Knicks have a 10-point lead. Banchero at the top of the key, defended by Hart. Looks for a handoff. He finds Tristan da Silva. Now gets across the screen to the right. To the mid-range. His pull-up mid-range jumper. In and out. Rebound, Josh Hart. Brunson. Backing down Suggs. Backing him down. Nearly stripped. Brunson inside. Footwork. Gets it to go.
That's my JB. Captain Clutch.
Banchero drives baseline inside. Layup is good. Brunson looks, finds Robinson, back to Brunson. Brunson goes left to the screen. Brunson drives down the lane. Brunson spins, turns, fires, scores. Funny, we were just talking about not us, but the possible idea of trading Brunson. And
it's disgusting, and you should trade away your Knick fan privileges. And you can tell them that directly.
Banchero for 3 knocks it down. As I said, I'll explain. I wrote down the reasoning of why they said such.
I don't want to hear.
You don't want to hear it? No, it's not, has nothing to do with fandom or anything. It's rooted in basketball. You might disagree with it, but I think we have to hear both sides. Banchero out to Jalen Suggs, picked up by Hart. Screen is set. Suggs to his left, dribbles right. Now nearly locked up by Hart. Suggs inside, shots altered, no good. Rebound, Carter blocked by Hart. Knicks trying to get the ball. Looks, Carter, Banchero to the corner. Desmond Bane knocks down the 3.
Brady Cook is in the game.
Oh, that's what Alex was really about to tell me. He was trying to motion to me. He's like,
who the hell is Brady Cook?
Jets UDFA quarterback. Bridges, Anunoby, Robinson is fouled under the basket and one.
No wonder I didn't know who Brady Cook was. You've got a UDFA quarterback.
That's because Justin Fields is hurt, Donald.
And Tyrod, apparently.
Well, we're getting smoked, so it's good for the tank command.
Team Tank, let's go.
Listen, Giants want a tank, Jets want a tank.
Yep. Where it's tankathon in New York.
Well, the Giants are a walking soap opera. I mean, you guys are literally firing coaches every week.
Oh yeah, it's a Netflix show, but I think it's a lot more entertaining.
It is. It is more entertaining. Oh, they didn't count that. They didn't count the shot. Hart hands to Anunoby for 3. Shots no good. Tip up Robinson. He keeps it, and he throws the ball out of bounds, but it's actually deflected. So it's Knicks ball. Deuce McBride is going to check in.
Oofed.
Brunson, Hart. Hart at the C4 Energy logo. Drives to the mid-range, hands back to Bridges. Bridges for 3. Shots no good. Rebounded by Black. Black to Bane. Bane transition 3, puts it in. Magic on a run.
I hated that.
Yeah, I hated that too. Josh Hart drives the paint inside. Shot is up and good.
I rewound 5 seconds, so I'm in line with you now.
All right.
For some reason, it was like 5 seconds ahead.
Desmond Bane. Screen from Wendell Carter Jr. Bane into the mid-range. Drives inside, layup is good. Again, we're playing drop coverage.
Why? Oh, I'm starting to sound like AC.
Awful coaching.
Why?
His name ironically is Donald.
You're kidding.
I am not kidding on that.
See? The rants come in the name.
Brunson short, ball is deflected out of bounds. It'll be Magic basketball.
The rants come in the name. Cometh the Donald, cometh the rant.
And let's see. They're going to bring the ball back up. Knicks only up by 3 now, which was once a 12-point lead. Jordan Clarkson checks in. Knicks need some offense and some stops on defense. Ariel Hukpori checks in.
Daniel DJ's down with a right lower leg injury. Thank you, Armand.
Riley Leonard is in. Whoops.
Whoops.
Bane hands to Black. Black goes over the screen, fires from 3. Shot is long. Rebound Bridges with those long arms.
There you go. There you go. Right. Push, 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 push.
Bridges, Hart, drives, paint, floater up. Good. Josh Hart from inside the mid-range.
Hart's having a good game.
Bane nearly lost the handle. Drives, deflected, inside. Shot is good.
Damn, Bane's cooking Bridges now.
Again, we're playing drop.
The last 3 or 4 possessions, Bridges is getting cooked by Bane.
Brunson, no good on the mid-range, rebounded by De Silva. Bane loses it, and they're going to say it's out of bounds on the Knicks. Bridges with a deflection. Armin, that's no surprise with the empty seats in MetLife. I mean, they're, 3-8? You'd be crazy to go out there unless you're trying to take your kid to a game. De Silva pulls up for 3. Long, rebounded by the Knicks. Josh Hart.
They're getting too many open looks.
That's true. Knicks are kind of being lucky right now. Hart, hands to Brunson, picked up by De Silva. Brunson, 9 to shoot. Brunson, in the mid-range, hands to Hart. Hart takes the 3 and puts it in. Josh Hart from downtown.
Josh Hart. His shooting coach. This new Knicks shooting coach is doing wonders.
Josh Hart, 15 points.
6 of 10 shooting, bro.
De Silva, floater, no good. Rebound tipped. Brunson has it.
Push it.
Brunson drives. Brunson inside. Shot is blocking foul on Suggs. Alex is celebrating because I believe the Jets just scored a touchdown.
Alex is celebrating
just to troll me. He's been more. I don't know. He's more happy than I have been all season with the Jets. So don't ask. Brunson knocks down the first free throw. So, Cadillac trivia question. Deuce McBride made 7 3-pointers off the bench in Friday's win versus the Jazz. Which 2 players hold the Knicks record with 9 3-pointers off the bench? I'm going to say number 1's J.R. Smith.
Yes,
I don't know the other
Smith
answer.
Has to be one for sure.
I don't know the other answer. I don't think I would say DiVincenzo because when he hit that record, when he had made the Knicks record, he was a starter. So
that's true. What about Novak?
Steve Novak or John Starks? Those are probably going to be.
Yeah, it'd be Novak or Starks. I think it's more likely Starks.
I think so too. Boncaro trying to spin off Hart. Hands out to Suggs. Suggs picked up by Clarkson. Drives right of the screen. Inside. No good. Rebounded by Hart. I thought they were going to call a foul.
Although, could be Nate Robinson.
Shot is long from Clarkson. Rebounded Black. Yeah, could be Nate Robinson too. Could be that one game where he scored like 40 off the bench against the Hawks. Black to the corner. Suggs for 3. Shot is good. Magic still fighting back. Brunson picked up by Black. Brunson drives down the lane. Brunson spins. Jumper is in and out. Rebounded by Udatse. I don't like that spin jumper lately. Black tries to get the alley-oop, but the pass is deflected out of bounds.
How many threes did Emmanuel quickly hit in a game?
Ooh, I don't think he's hit. I don't think he's hit 9, but a timeout is called regardless. 78-73.
That's a good question. That's a fun question.
The Titans are also winning, by the way, and Armins says, Alex, calm the F down. But regardless, Donald, I know you don't want to hear this, but we have to be objective and hear both sides of the story here. What I cited about the two different play styles of what a typical big man would be and Giannis is contrary. Because Giannis wants the ball in his hands. XJ is questioning the fit and saying, are we going to get the best version of, and they see this very analytically, very philosophically. Are we going to get the best version of Brunson and Giannis at the same time? Are you going to get top 3 Giannis? Or are you going to get top 5 Brunson at the same time? That's the question they're asking. They're also saying that, contrary to your opinion, Jeff and XJ say that the Knicks fans don't give Towns enough leeway.
I think he's getting plenty of leeway. But Towns is irrelevant. Okay, say he's trade Brunson. Who's playing point guard?
That's the simple question that I want to ask.
We don't have a point guard on the roster, apart from Tyler Colin.
That's my biggest question, yeah.
It's pointless. And also, he's your best scorer. Even if you did acquire Giannis, Brunson is the best scorer. Giannis doesn't have a three-point game. He doesn't have a mid-range game. It's better this year, but in general, he doesn't. So you need to have Jalen Brunson, and that's the whole reason why Giannis would want to come here. It's because of Jalen Brunson. It's not because he wants to play with Karl Anthony frickin' Towns.
Well, yeah, that's an obvious.
So, I mean, it's a silly argument. I'm sorry. It's just completely ludicrous argument. But, yeah, you can't. But basically, the simplest way I can put it is you can't cut off your nose and spite your face. And that's what you would do by trading with your best player in order to acquire another best player. That's not how you build a roster. It's silly. So
my worry with that type of scenario, Donald, is that you put Giannis in the same situation he's currently in. That's
exactly great. Even better way of putting it. Exactly. You might as well just be calling the New York Bucks because that's exactly what we would be.
But that's my point. You know, I wouldn't trade Brunson for Giannis. I know Giannis is the better player. I know there's also people like, as I mentioned, B-Ball Breakdown said I would trade Brunson for Giannis. And they talk about fit. It's not so much fandom or anything like that. They say, you know, the Dame Lillard thing did not work because Dame was a heavy on-ball player, and so was Giannis. Can those two mesh and fit together and synergize properly? Because, as I said, Giannis is not.
Well, I would say, though, Brunson's better inside than Dame Lillard ever was.
That's true. That's true. We are back at it. I have some more notes, which I'll cover after the break. Tyus Jones hands off to Anthony Black. Black drives to the mid-range. Inside, shot is no good, but a foul. So the other notes that I had, there's no foreseeable trade targets are on the roster. One of the things I mentioned with the stretch big thing, which the numbers back it up, there's no foreseeable trade target that I see unless the Knicks somehow acquire Miles Turner, where you could put a stretch big behind Giannis, unless that's Cat. But again, I mentioned your flexibility if you have Giannis and Cat together financially is this.
Exactly.
It doesn't work. Anyways, the Knicks get the rebound off the miss. Brunson has it in transition, drives, looks, finds Clarkson. Clarkson open three. Nope. Rebounded by Black.
Oh, wow. Jones is out. He might be out for a while.
He had a fibula injury of some sorts. Black off the pick and roll. Drives to the basket. Shots blocked by Huck Porty. Inside he goes. Ball is deflected, and it will be. Refs have no idea, and they're going to say it's a hell ball. They're going to say it's a hell ball because they don't know who it went off of.
Huckamania, baby.
Let's see. That might have been off Black because it hit his legs. He was partially out of bounds, but the Knicks cannot challenge that. Well, they can. It's just that they don't have any challenges.
Oh, no.
But it's a hell ball regardless. It'll be Huckporty and Anthony Black. Huckporty with the obvious. Nope, it's actually going to be OG Anunoby. Anunoby with the height advantage slightly. Black is a little bit tall for a point guard.
He sure is. And without hair, he's even taller.
Ball is tipped up, and the Magic will take it. Final seconds in the shot clock. Bane pulls up mid-range jumper. No good. Rebound is tipped. Taken by the Knicks. Brunson. Screen from Anunoby. Brunson hands to McBride. McBride drives down the lane. Inside he goes. Layup is up. No good. Shot is out of bounds. Actually going to say it's a foul on Desmond Bane. Now, here's some other notes I made about the whole Giannis thing. Giannis is a free agent 2 seasons from now, 2 off seasons from now, number one. And Deuce McBride is a little shaken up, must I say.
Oh, no.
Let's see. He landed awkwardly on that left foot.
Oh, no. It's almost similar to...
Franz Wagner.
Yeah, not quite as bad, but similar in terms of the way that being landed on it.
It's either the left or the right foot. I don't know which, but he's up at the free throw line.
Oh, God, thank God he's okay.
And he knocks down his first. In terms of the Giannis notes, I marked that Giannis is a free agent 2 off seasons from now. The Knicks have a chance to extend Karl Anthony Towns. They have not. And what happens, Don, when players aren't extended by the Knicks? Quickly, Julius Randle. What happens?
Traded.
Bingo. Just as a possibility, as Deuce McBride knocks down the second free throw. Knicks up 80-73 with about minute 16 to play. To the basket, shots blocked by Huckporty again.
Let's go.
Anunoby, Huckporty drives, basket, shot is reverse layup, no good, but a foul. So Huckporty will get 2 free throws. I mentioned this is my assets note. As Donald, you said it, the Knicks don't exactly have great draft capital, lack any attractive young players besides their core veteran pieces like the Bridges and Anunoby. For the Knicks to have to stretch big next to Giannis, Knicks would have to do something drastic. In this case, being Cat, they would have to do something incredibly drastic, which would be clearing out the wing depth, which is fallible, in my personal opinion.
I mean, listen, if Towns could improve his playmaking, his interior defense, and his interior offense of game, then there wouldn't be too much of a need to trade Karl Anthony Towns. It's not about anything personal against Towns. Towns really wants to be here. He really wants to win here. So, like, part of me is rooting for him.
Oh yeah, of course.
But he's a low IQ player in general. But if he could improve that, and if Brown can unlock something, then it could work with Cat. But if he's the same player as he's been in the last 10 years of his career, then I'm sorry, you kind of have to make that trade.
I agree. Ball is tipped up after the rebound taken by Jones. Jones to the corner. This is Black. Anthony Black in the corner. Pulls up on Anunoby for 3. Shot is long. Rebound Huckporty. Loose ball foul on against the Knicks on the floor. What was I going to say? Something in regards to Towns or Giannis. But the biggest, as I said, Donald, my personal opinion, and this is objectiveness, this is not anything out of spite, all of Towns' flaws don't show up in the stat sheet. His dumb fouls don't show up in the stat sheet.
Right.
His lack of interior defense doesn't show up in the stat sheet. His offensive soft touch sometimes doesn't show up in the stat sheet.
Right.
That's where I think people have to make the determination between analytics and what you see on the court. Like, 5-out spacing is not going to, in fairness, it's going to unlock Towns, yes, and he's a part of that. As the clock is winding down here in the third quarter, Anunoby sets a screen for Brunson. They switch. Brunson switched on to Paolo Banchero. Brunson a couple of dribbles, fakes. Now looking to pass. Now he's going to fire up a shot in and out. As we head to the fourth quarter, it is 82-73. But what I was going to say is 5-out spacing doesn't stop Karl Anthony Towns' fatal flaws. Only he can control that. Bad defense, bad fouls, Like, and imagine you're in a playoff game, right, Donald? You have 5-out spacing, your team's hitting on all cylinders, but you're also giving a lot of points up on the defensive end. And
Yeah.
he's out of the game at the second quarter because he's already fouled 3 or 4 times. That's
The
not something.
Celtics was the perfect example of that. The Celtics game was the perfect example.
That's not something that's going to be popping up in the stat sheet. So I think you have to look at. Listen, analytics are great, but you also have to view them with context.
Right, and as I say, that Celtics game was an example of we really needed him, and he got himself fouled out of the game due to just poor IQ, and that's the kind of stuff that can't happen in these big games.
Exactly.
And frankly, we haven't really missed him today. The Knicks have actually played good defense. So 3 quarters and holding the Magic, who are a good team, just to 73 points is actually pretty good work. The Knicks have played tighter. There's no real lapses inside. And they're closing out more. And, yeah, they just seem to be we're not really missing Towns. So here's an example here where I don't know if Towns is as indispensable as as you would maybe think.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's replaceable.
Oh, absolutely. I think he's replaceable. I mean, the problem is he's, as I mentioned to you in text, the dude's a great player, a great talent, can shoot from pretty much anywhere from 3. Modern day NBA big, can shoot like hell, can space the floor. As he has an impact as a spacer. But the problem is the detrimental flaws when it comes to, once again, bad fouls, low IQ basketball, turning the ball over sometimes, and soft touch at the rim when sometimes you need some harder edge to go at the rim.
Yeah.
And he's 7 point.
Yeah, but let's talk about this game. You've seen guys like Huck Porty have really put in good quality minutes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Especially on the defensive end. I think Mitchell Robinson has, by and large, been a positive impact. I'd be interested to look at his plus-minus right now. I think it would be fairly good. I've not seen anything that would indicate that Mitchell has struggled today. I just think that the Knicks are just playing a little bit tighter defensively. There's not been any real lapses. Apart from when they go and draw. They should, as AC says, please get a dumbass drop coverage. But apart from that, I've liked the Kolek just went straight to the rim and laid it in.
Yep, I was about to say that.
That's my boy, bro. That's my boy.
Banchero to Jones. Jones's floater's up. It is no good. Rebound Robinson. Here comes Tyler Kolek. Feeds to Bridges. Bridges looks. Anunoby this time from the corner. Knocks down to 3. That's the speed. That's the speed we got to play at transition-wise.
And what would you call that? Spray 3, baby.
Yes. De Silva. Looking for a man. Gets over the screen. Hands to Bidatse. Bidatse. Hands to Black. Black. Good defense by Bridges, but he's fouled from the back.
The classic spray 3. Bridges collapse the paint. Dish to the wing. OG all alone. Swish. That's the Mike Brown system at its best.
Yes. Tyus Jones defended by Kolek. Now hands to Banchero. Banchero inside. Kicks out to Black. Black in the corner. Black now switched on to Clarkson. Ball and Anunoby with the strip and the steal. Right in the gaps. Kolek. Bridges inside. Layup is good.
Let's go. This fourth quarter is going beautifully.
Beautifully. Knicks are
Great job, Tyler Kolek. You are my boy. Love me some Kolek, bro.
Absolutely. Knicks up 16. By the way, Donald, now it's going to go up, obviously, but before the Knicks went on this run of sorts, you were right. Mitchell Robinson was a +9. And that was the Knicks' lead, by the way. They were up 9 when I said that.
Yeah, I mean, I like how we're a little bit more pragmatic in this game.
And once again, to be fair, we don't have, and in fairness, as I was about to say, in fairness, they're missing a top player, we're missing a top player, but we're not missing a B.
No, we're not. And you just see how good Bridges has been this year. OG's looking like he's not missed a beat since being hurt. He's looking good. Brunson's been tremendous. Just I'm liking what I'm seeing, man. And let's move aside from Giannis talks. Let's talk a little bit about Mike Brown. I'd say so far so good for Mike Brown. I've liked what I've seen. What I like about Mike Brown is he's not stubborn in the least. He is the opposite of stubborn. If something's not working, he's changing it, and and he's open-eared, so like his players can come to him at any opportunity and suggest things, and he's willing to work with them. He's a better players coach. He's obviously his offensive system is a million times
grand.
Better. How many times have we had 40-point quarters already this year? We had like 6, 7, 8,
something like that.
I mean, that's unheard of. That is unheard of, especially as a Knicks fan. That is unheard of.
Yeah.
And this is Mike Brown just started. I think there's a lot to love. My only critique is that in close games and tight games, we need to be better. We need to be tougher. But when the Knicks are in front, they look great, and they look great today. So that's my analysis on Brown. What about you?
Well, let's first off, I want to see who's in Celebrity Row. We have got Bill Bradley at Celebrity Row, Tracy Morgan.
Hey.
I don't know who that is. We got Susie Essman in the house.
Woo! That's a country singer, I think. Oh, that's the girl. Oh, I love her. That's what's her name? That's Paige Beckers, the WNBA player.
Yeah, I think she's there as well.
Big Paige Beckers fan.
Suggs hands off to Black. Black drives down the lane, hands out to De Silva, played up by Clarkson. Now hands to Carter, back to Suggs. Suggs takes the three, this time way off. Rebounded by Black. Back out to Suggs for a second try. No good. Rebound Bridges. Must I say, Donald?
Have you ever seen any WNBA games?
No, I rarely watch, if any.
I have to say, Paige Beckers could be one of the greatest players of all time. She is phenomenal, man. She's a beautiful playmaker. In terms of on the court, really good player. So
off the handoff.
I'm following the WNBA for my job, and it's better than you think.
Oh, really? Well, I might have to. I know you do right on it. As Black gets the basket and one. I want to go back to the Mike Brown thing, and I must say I've been very positive on Mike Brown and very objective. I think he's been good for the most part. I think the system that the Knicks are running offensively is phenomenal, like a chef's kiss. He did start off with the rotations kind of funky this year, where they were a little expanded. Now he was trying to find the right combinations, but he's still trying to find the right combinations now, but with a more shorter and consistent rotation. You're seeing it. I think what impressed me about Mike Brown was like it was recent comments about Josh Hart. He's like, I didn't utilize him correctly. It took me some time, but I finally put him in the right way. I'm accountable for that, basically. And now you're seeing Josh Hart thrive in a Mike Brown system, which some people question, including myself. So I think you're seeing the fruits of the Knicks' labor and Mike Brown's labor. And he's like, as I said, he's accountable. He's like, you know what? I wasn't using Josh Hart the best. I was still trying to figure out how to use him. He's not like, he's not like, he's got to adjust to my system. He's like, no, I got to figure out how to use him. And
that's a good coach.
Yes.
Good coaches don't force players to fit their system. Kind of like a Steve Kerr.
Yeah.
He kind of forces players into round holes at times, square pegs in round holes. But in this, Mike Brown is very much open, and I like that. He's not perfect, but
very open.
So far, I think he's a good man who's doing a good job, and I'm excited to see how it progresses. We just need to get more players that fit his system.
Yeah.
And the Knicks, and by the way, we're doing all this Second in the conference. We've had like 8 freaking 40-point quarters already. We scored 140 points. We made history last game. And we're doing this without his ideal personnel. Do you know what I mean? We don't have a lot of, like, a ton of shooters for him.
We don't have a ton of wings.
Yeah, exactly. And we're doing this, so it's exciting.
Suggs across the screen, drives to the middle, looks, corner 3 from De Silva, short, rebounded by OG Anunoby. Knicks will try to bring it up in transition. Clarkson, he's not had the best game, drives to the paint. And he is stripped and stolen by Black, but Clarkson takes it back. And he throws it up in the air. And he throws it to the corner. Bridges floaters up, no good. Rebound tipped up in the air. Robinson takes it. Robinson loses it. And a foul on the floor. I believe this is going to go against Wendell Carter Jr.
No one's a better offensive rebounder than Mitch.
Unstoppable. He's got like magnets for hands when it comes to
Oh, bro, he's insane on the offensive glass. Unfortunately, he's shooting like 10% from free throw range.
They're not perfect. They're not perfect.
What is the statistics of his free throw shooting? I'd be shocked if it's even 30%.
He actually checks out. Brunson checks in along with Hart and Huckporty. Anunoby screen to the left from Huckporty. Anunoby drives to mid-range. Pull-up mid-range jumper. In and out. Rebound Huckporty. Now tipped. It'll be taken by the Magic. Here comes Tyus Jones. Jones feeds to Black. Black drives inside. Layup is good.
Come on, Clarkson. I like Huck. I'm liking Huck. I'm glad that Huck has been given an opportunity. He looks like he looks comfortable out there.
Yes, I must agree. Brunson picked up by Black. Now they set up a switch. Jones on Brunson. Suggs and help. Looks like they're going to try to create a triangle around him. Now feeds Hart. Back out to Clarkson. Clarkson to the corner. This is Brunson. Brunson fakes. Brunson for 3. Shot is short. Rebound tipped up in the air, taken by Black.
Josh Hart!
Hart with the steal. Takes it himself. Hart runs into Suggs. Hart is double teamed. Huckporty looks. Clarkson for 3. Woof! And Anunoby tries to take it, but it's rebounded by the Magic. Suggs drives inside. No foul called. Black for 3. Shots no good. Rebound Hart.
That was
Hart full course. And it was a foul on the play.
Hell of a rebound from Josh Hart. He had to fight through 3 guys just to get that down. That's nothing but Hart from Hart.
All right, Donald.
Heck of a steal from Hart as well. Unfortunately, Clarkson, one of the more embarrassing 3-point efforts you're going to see.
Donald, you said under 30%, correct?
Yeah.
Try 17.6%.
I knew it! Dude, that's absolutely pathetic.
It's
actually worse. He used to be in the 40s.
Yeah.
17, that's just
abominable.
Oh, it's an abomination, bro. I'm pretty sure I could hit 17% from free throw range.
Brunson picked up. Now they try to double. Brunson loses the ball. They're going to try to go for it, but Bane picks up the steal inside. Layup is good.
Oh, that was bad.
A little too much dribbling there from Jalen Brunson. Brunson doubled. They do have a counter finally. Gives off to Anunoby, back to Brunson. Brunson now switched on to Bane. Huckporty comes with a screen to the right. Brunson drives, kicks out to Anunoby. Anunoby on the drive, hands to Huckporty. Huckporty is fouled under the basket.
Good foul from Wendell Carter there. Jordan Clarkson, man, his minutes are so strange. He'll either go on a heater or he will look like a complete embarrassment.
That's the Jordan Clarkson experience.
There's not much in between.
There's Jordan Clarkson experience. We're going to find out our answers to the Cadillac trivia question, and Huckporty knocks down the first free throw. The winners are
Tony Douglas and John Starks.
Wow.
So we were right about Starks.
Not Tony Douglas, though.
Tony Douglas. I didn't see that one coming. I thought that Tony Douglas's 9 3-pointers came from him as a starter. I didn't realize it was him off the bench.
Knicks up 11 with about 6:30 to play. Suggs will bring up the floor. Suggs goes right of the screen, drives down the lane, Bridges with the steal, the active hands. Bridges feeds to Anunoby. Anunoby inside is Bane just threw the ball at Anunoby. What the fuck was that for? Anunoby pushes Bane. How, bro? You should be thrown out of the game for that.
Get him out! Come on! What are we doing here? Just smashed the ball off his back from like a foot
That
away.
should be a technical foul. What is that?
What are you doing?
OG said to Bane, "You grabbed me." I had to let out a swear there. That came off the tongue. But Bane was ejected earlier this year for I think throwing a ball at somebody. He's like, "What the F was that for?" He should be thrown out of the game for that. Yeah, he spiked the ball, Donald, on Onyeka Okongwu's head earlier this year.
Well, he just did the same on OG's back. He literally spiked it off his back from a foot away. What are you doing here?
That's grounds for an ejection.
What are the officials? Tell me the officials are getting involved. This is absurd.
He should be kicked out of the game for that. OG's smiling. He's like, I didn't do. Play is being reviewed for a potential hostile act.
I'm fizzing right now.
Yeah, let me just chuck the ball.
What the?
OG got handed a tech? Why?
Are you kidding me?
Why did OG get handed? What do you mean review for? I mean, he threw the ball off the guy's back.
Hostile act should be on him. That's a hostile act.
I'm going to say that was a bitch move. That was a bitch move by Bane.
There's a see you next Tuesday word that I would use to describe him. All right, what's Tony Brothers going to say? I'm just going to mute this and find out what he's going to say.
Why is Bane complaining about it?
Good. So hostile act on Desmond Bane. Technical free throw for the Knicks. You shouldn't complain. You should be sitting your ass in the sidelines. Absolute clown show. Clown show of a player. Clown show of a player. But it looks like Desmond and Bane are trying to make up. But
I mean, he threw the ball right at his back. I don't know how that's not grounds for ejection.
That could be dangerous, man. Because he threw it with force. Like he spiked it on him.
Here come the Magic as they bring the ball up. Knicks up 12. Equals their largest lead of the game.
I've never seen anything like that, man.
Banchero switched on to Brunson and a foul is called on OG.
Clown.
Four personal fouls for OG as Bane has it. Hands off to Suggs, back to Bain. Bain fakes out to Banchero for three. Shot is no good. Rebound OG. OG drives the middle, but he's fouled by Banchero. I was going to say, is that a take foul? Probably not. Somebody said on Twitter, you got to eject Bain for that shit.
Absolutely should have been ejected.
Jalen Suggs heads to the locker room. He is hurt.
I'm ready to throw hands on that ass.
Brunson, screen from Hawk. Brunson to the middle, fakes, looks, looking for a pass, finds Huck. 6 to shoot. Josh Hart gets some space, pulls up, mid-range jumper, got it.
Dude, his mid-range game is insane right now. In fact, his perimeter game is insane right now. Josh Hart is shooting the shit out of the ball.
Black to the middle, kicks out to Banchero. Banchero picked up by Hart. Now to Carter Jr. off the handoff. Black back out to Banchero. Banchero drives to the basket, stripped and fouled. I got to tell you, that's two players that Donald doesn't like from the Magic. Desmond Bain, Wendell Carter Jr.
I really don't like Wendell Carter.
Especially for what he did to Shamet.
And didn't he deliberately injure Brunson as well?
Yep, with the ankle. He left out his foot.
Yep, I was more angry at the Jalen Brunson one.
I love Papa Left. I'm going to read it after this free throw. Banchero's first free throw is up and good. Ironic, the only dirty play of the game is Bain having a elementary school level bitch fit.
Facts. Papa takes no shit. I can't believe Josh Hart is the star of Tommy John underwear.
Bridges in the front court. Picked
I
up
really
by
don't want
Banchero.
to see Josh Hart in underwear, bro.
Yeah, I see that every time. I'm like, wow. Bridges to Huck Porty. Huck Porty back out to Hart. Picked up by Banchero. Sets the screen to Huck Porty. Josh Hart for three. Shot is no good. Rebound Brunson. Brunson looks. He's going to retreat. Picked up by Black. Brunson inside. Shot is good.
An offensive rebound from Jalen Brunson.
Black to the middle. Black fakes. Looking for a pass. Kicks out. 3-pointers up and offensive foul.
Let's go. Jalen Brunson's had a great game, man.
Foul on yours truly, Wendell Carter Jr.
Brunson's actually done well. He's done, fine on the defensive end. You know what I mean? He's actually been a roundabout above average there. Offensively, he's just been unstoppable.
And looks like Jamal Mosley's going to challenge the play. I mean, that's a foul.
They can challenge all they want. It's kind of pointless at this stage. This game's well in hand. Jets have 0 first downs.
Yes. Finn's field goal good. Yes, Rune on the tank. 24-7 second quarter rib injury for H.N. A questionable return. Must I say?
Oh, H.N. on my fantasy team. Come on, man.
Yeah, you know what? This is the last week for fantasy for me in one of my leagues, and I'm down. I'm projected to lose by 13 points, and I can't afford to lose right now because I'm literally on the I'm on the inside of the outside playoff picture.
What about the league that I got? You're kind of in and thereabouts as well, aren't you? You're quite close in that one.
We're about to find out. I am 7-6. Actually, I'm 4th.
Yes, you are. Are you in the playoff hunt, or you're in the playoff hunt? Are you
Let me see. Yeah, I'm in the top 4. Yeah,
you're in the top 4. Nice.
But my other league, let's see. So we try to figure this challenge out. If you guys, once again, guys, thank you for being here, especially on your Sunday when you could be watching football. Don't blame me. Don't blame Donald. Blame Adam Silver. But regardless, hit the like button, subscribe, do all the good stuff. And
That would be really shit if they blamed us, bro.
Well, the good thing is that the top 8 actually make the playoffs. So right now I'm 6th. I still can get in, luckily, because right now I'm in the top 8, and I'm currently losing to Alex.
Oh, there's an internal rivalry going on there.
And Justin Herbert playing Monday is big for me because he's my starting quarterback. So a lot rides on this game or this week. And then people are saying on Twitter that the defense for the Jets is getting dog walked. I'm like, what are you surprised? Steve Wilkes is the defensive coordinator.
God, he's so bad.
He sucks. And then Jet fans were in their feelings last week because people were because they were so happy that they decided to barely beat the Falcons with 40-year-old Tyrod Taylor. But that's going to be a subject on my channel. I might have to make a video after the game, just kind of calling them out on my Jets channel. Titans were supposedly winning last time I checked. Now not anymore. So it appears that Wendell Carter's getting free throws and not Jalen Brunson. So they won the challenge.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I don't know really where the foul came in there, but odd call. Anyways, Carter Jr. knocks down both free throws. Brunson will bring it up. Now it's Bridges. They're playing a little press defense here, the Magic. They're going to try to trap as many ball handlers as possible. Brunson, screen from Hart.
Nice screen.
Brunson, double teamed. Pass out to Hart. Hart for 3. Shots no good. Rebound taken by the Magic.
Hey, listen, that was a really nice play though, man, because he found the open man, so it was good.
Whoa! Bridges with the block out of bounds.
Yes.
With a block that time on Richardson.
Bridges was so good this year.
Bunkero drives to the middle. Kicks out to the corner. Anthony Black, corner 3. Way off. Rebound Bain. Back out to Bunkero. Wide open. Knocks down the 3.
Oh, no. Single-digit game now.
Knicks have to be cautious, but have to score. Jace Richardson, the son of Jason Richardson, is on the court.
Jason Richardson, he was a good player for a while.
Anunoby to the basket. Dump feed to Hakporty. Kicks out to Hart. Back out to Bridges. Back to OG. OG drives the basket inside. Throws it down.
Oh, bro, that was sick.
Black to Bunkero. Bunkero picked up by OG. Backing him down. Turns. Looks. Kicks out to the perimeter. Black. Drives. Backing down Brunson. Kicks to the corner. Jace Richardson knocks down the 3.
That was the first mistake from Hart in a while.
Yeah. He tends to get a little lazy off ball.
Didn't close out quick enough.
Hart. Bridges. Anunoby again. Corner 3. Puts it in. OG Anunoby from downtown.
Bain might be regretting what he did to OG because OG is woken up. He is now on a tear.
Wendell Carter Jr. No. Rebound Hart.
OG's on a rampage.
Brunson drives. Brunson stops. Pulls back to the perimeter. Brunson to Hart. Hart to Bridges. Bridges from the wing. Short. Rebound Huck. Out to Anunoby. Stops his dribble. Pivots. Back out to Brunson at the Spectrum logo. Hakporty sets a screen. Brunson to his left. Brunson and a blocking foul on Bain.
Yeah, that screen doesn't sound like work, to be fair.
Brunson jokingly pushing Jamal Mosley out of the way. So the Knicks do have free throws.
He literally just shoved him. This Bain guy is a menace to society.
But
and he feigned getting hit too.
Yeah. So, are they challenging this?
Oh God, here we go again. Bane is such a menace, bro. I
What a
can't wait to
baby.
never have to look at him.
What a baby. I mean, like, when Brunson goes left, Bane literally shoves his chest so Brunson could go to the sideline, and then Brunson raised his fist. Not his fist, but his hand as Bane got hit. So you could argue it's a blocking foul before the offensive foul, but I don't know anymore.
I mean, Brunson got hit first, and then his shoulder hit Bane in the face. There should be a foul in favor of the Knicks. OG is cooking in this game, bro.
21 points.
King.
Can never be understated how important OG. It can never be. Well, it is understated how important OG is to this team. Ever since he was traded here,
It's unbelievably important. He's so good. I love his mentality too. He's an absolute warrior.
so there was. I don't think there was a challenge, but regardless, the Knicks will shoot free throws. Brunson misses the first.
Went away.
Bane sitting on the bench.
Boo.
Brunson knocks down the free throw, or the second free throw, should I say. Knicks up 12. De Silva hands off to Richardson. Richardson drives the middle, kicks to Benda. And inside he goes, and dunked there by Isaac. Bridges will bring it up. Hands to Hart. Hart hands to Anunoby. Drives down the lane. Oh! The dunk.
Let's hear it for OG's assist.
That should be a backcourt violation, and it is. De Silva picked
What
it up.
about that assist from OG, man?
The dump pass.
It was a no-look backhand dump pass.
Brunson, you ready for this? 86th 30-point game as a Knick.
Ridiculous. 30 points.
And they're starting to empty the bench now, so both teams.
The Knicks get a big win over Orlando. That's it, boy.
A minute 35 to play.
Statement win.
It is a statement win. Tyler Kolek looking to inbound. He finds Hukporty. Hukporty hands off to Kolek. Kolek goes right of the screen. Kolek kicks out to Diawara. Diawara drives the basket. Layup is wach. Way off. And it's going to be, luckily it was deflected, but the Knicks will have the ball.
NBA technique right there.
I could have had better technique driving to the basket. I don't even play.
I'll see.
Is Jamal Mosley really challenging this?
Oh, come on! You clown. You're down 12 with 86 seconds left. What are you planning on doing? You don't have Reggie Miller. What are you planning on doing these freaking 86 seconds?
$124 left. Down by 12.
I'm going to call Tracy McGrady on the phone so you get Tracy McGrady to show up for you.
Yeah,
6 seconds.
13 points in 33 seconds.
13 points in 12 seconds, freaking 60 seconds for you. You freaking idiot.
13 points in 33 seconds.
Yeah. Good luck.
By the way, OG plus 20 on the court.
Was Jonathan Isaac going to hit frickin' 13 points in frickin' 33 seconds? And you moron. Good God.
Stupidity at its best.
Sitting there giving them tactics. What for?
He emptied his bench, no? I mean, was it? It's Jed Howard, Noah Benda, or Senda, whatever his name is, Jace Richardson.
It's actually technically impossible to come back from this deficit.
This is heresy.
Give me a break. You're just a bad loser, bro. That's what it comes across.
Sore loser.
Loser.
Josh Hart's, I think, talking to his kids on the sideline.
That's cute. We all got matching. They all got matching.
Yeah,
sweaters.
that's right. A little family time. He did. Listen, he deserves it though. He played his ass off today.
You sure did, man. And it's so cool. They're sitting there courtside.
Imagine they don't win the challenge.
it's ridiculous at this stage, man.
So the Knicks will, as I said, will face the Raptors Tuesday at 8:00. Bridges being high-fived by Josh Hart, his son. Bridges now tickling him. High fives. Magic did win the challenge, the meaningless one. And Diawara should have probably stolen that. He didn't. Benda for three. Nope. And long rebound goes back out to him. Inside goes Richardson for the lay.
Oh, wow. Look, they're so close.
Tosan, I can't pronounce his last name, fires to Yabusele.
Uh-oh.
And that pass was stolen. What a lazy pass by Yabusele for the dunk. Is he trying to be on Mike Brown's shit list or something?
That would do it.
Yabusele to the basket inside. Layup no good, but a foul.
Wow. Generous. I wouldn't have given him a foul just for the poor way that he attempted to play that up. He looked so under strength there.
Yabusele at the line for two. First one is good. Yabusele, 7 points today, but you got to factor 6 points in the first quarter, so he really didn't score the rest of the game.
He was all right. Yeah, Huck was great. I was really impressed with Huck. He deserves to be in this rotation.
Yabusele, his second free throw is up and good. Knicks lead is back to 10.
I think the Magic should call a timeout just to.
Jace Richardson, shot won't fall. Foul is on Yabusele.
Oh, come on. Why are you fouling him? You're up 10 with 40 seconds left. What are we doing? Oh, my God.
Yay, Brady Cook got intercepted. Woohoo. Jonathan Isaac at the line for two. His first is good. Well, I must say, Donald, this beats watching the Jets on Sunday.
Well, that is true. This is the longest minute and a half of my life.
And Yabusele couldn't even grab the rebound, and he scores.
Oh, the pain watching that, too.
Kolek has to fire in. He fires to Diawara. They're going all over the double teams. Clarkson fakes inside. Oh! He blew the layup.
Right, what are we doing here? Oh!
Yabusele had a chance to steal it, but he didn't. Out to Richardson. Floater's up, no good, but a foul on Yabusele.
God.
Okay, we got 19 seconds. Let's not blow this.
We emptied the bench too soon.
Is there a bench to the bench? Is there a rotation to the players who are out of rotation? Is there another rotation we could go to?
Yabusele, you are a clown, bro. Clarkson, you are a clown. The clowns are in session.
Well, Jalen Brunson has to come back to the game.
Brunson has to come back.
I think Josh Hart does as well.
Bridges is back. Oh,
Bridges is
dude, what an
coming.
embarrassment.
Well, Josh Hart's hanging with his kids, so Bridges is going to do cleanup duty. Nope, Josh Hart's coming back in. What is this? So now the kids go back to Josh Hart's wife. Richardson knocks down the free throw.
6-point game.
Hart hands it in. Clarkson to Brunson. And there was a foul, so. Or what happened? It's not the Magic Bowl, is it? What are we doing? What the hell are we doing? Oh my God, he committed a backcourt violation, Clarkson. What are you doing?
Embarrassment, man.
He wasn't even across half court yet, and you passed to him.
Oh my God.
And another foul.
Oh,
Donald. I'm going to check the spread. Spread. There's some serious. This needs to be investigated. Now.
This needs to be investigated. Is Jordan Clarkson involved in some shit right now?
We're going to find out what the spread is. The live spread as a free throw's no good. It's got to be somewhere. Got to be somewhere here.
Good God. Yabusele, I never want to see your fat ass again, man. Oh!
Free throws missed. Out to Richardson. Richardson for three. No good. Rebound taken. Bobbed up in the air. Final seconds. And corner three from Howard's no good, but that's the end of the game. Finally. The New York Knicks win.
2 wide open threes.
106 to 100. The Knicks win against the Magic without Karl Anthony Towns. The Knicks without Karl Anthony Towns. Magic without Jalen Suggs for a portion and Franz Wagner. But regardless, I say, Donald, you're absolutely right. This is a statement win for the Knicks. They did what they had to do.
God, the Knicks really took the shine out of it, though, with an embarrassing last 2 minutes.
I'm blaming the end of the bench for that one. There's no reason Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, and Mikal Bridges, Mikal Bridges, and Brunson should have been back in this game.
No, it's a horrible look. It's very concerning. The bench did an awful job. Yabusele and Jordan Clarkson looked like they sold the jersey. And that's something to pay attention to moving forward. But we don't want it to overshine what's been a great game from Brunson, OG, and Hart, and Bridges. All four of them were fantastic. I thought Huck had some positive minutes. I thought Mitchell Robinson had a good game, by and large, really positive. So those dudes, I think, really showed up. OG was amazing. Just his second full game back, so thought he kicked ass. And Brunson's the GOAT. What can you say?
And, of course, another good Mike Brown coach game, of course. But, yeah, pretty much the starting lineup did their job. Mitchell Robinson, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Jalen Brunson. For the bench, Deuce McBride, I thought was good defensively. Did not hit his threes, though, unfortunately. But regardless, the Knicks win. You know, this was, as I said earlier, this was a statement win. Yes, No Franz Wagner for a portion. Same thing with Jalen Suggs. But the Knicks with that with Karl Anthony Townsend, they took care of business. That's what you got to do against the Magic for a team that you hadn't beat this year. And the Knicks are now 13-1 at home. So Jalen Brunson will be talking with Alan Hahn and MSG. Good win on a Sunday, especially for how weirdly this game was timed. Instead of the usual 6 o'clock. But regardless, if you guys haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so when I go live, we're dropping the video. Going to have to drop a Giannis video and talk about this a little more in depth, as we did in the halftime part of our show. But Donald, before we leave, there's something we usually say after a Knicks victory, and I think we've only lost once with us being on air.
We're a good influence.
We are indeed a good influence.
New York, go, New York, go!
Go New York, go New York, go is absolutely right. The Knicks go to 16-7 on the season, 13-1 at home. Next up, they will play the Toronto Raptors on Tuesday for the quarterfinal of the NBA Cup.
Bring it on, baby!
Bring it on. Without further ado, folks, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a good rest of your weekend. See y'all later.
See y'all later.
Peace.